Here with me to do our CET challenge. She's going to take 5 minutes or less to create a collaborative office and benching area while we chat a little bit. So, hi, Stephanie. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. As this new year, everything you've expected it to be and hope it to be?
Yeah, we've had a great start to the year. I can't complain too much. How about you?
Yes, same. We've done well. I have two little ones, a 5-year-old and a 9-month-old, and we went through all of the holiday break healthy. But we have had a bout of sickness lately, which is a bummer. But to be expected when you have little ones and all those germs around.
Yeah, that'll get you.
Did you do any traveling or anything over the holiday season?
I did. We went up to Utah. I'm in Arizona currently, and so we went up to Utah and we got some snow in and had a white Christmas.
Lovely. Do you do any outdoor snow activities like skiing or snowboarding?
I do, but we did not this time. We just went sledding with the kids and just had some good family time. It was great. How about you? Did you
Lovely.
travel?
We did not. Nope. I'm actually located in Michigan, and we have family kind of close in the area. So the farthest that we made it out was about a 45-minute drive. So no big travel for us this year. Do you have any holiday traditions that you go back to year in and year out?
Yeah, my family, for whatever reason, when I was in kindergarten, started doing a play. It's the book Mr. Willoughby's Christmas Tree.
Okay.
It's a book where this rich guy gets a Christmas tree and then it's too big, and so he shares it with everybody, and we dress up as animals essentially, and we go into the living room and my mom reads the book and we all act like,
Oh my goodness. That
silly,
sounds so
right?
fun. So now
So
all the
silly.
kids and the grandkids participate too.
Yes, yes. So it's a fun tradition that is nonsense that we've just passed down for a lot of years.
Oh, that's so fun. I'm going to pause right there on just the fun questions, and I want you to just take about 10 seconds and tell me a little bit about what you're doing in CET at the moment.
Currently, I'm creating a collaborative space and benching. For the collaborative space, I wanted people to be able to meet in different respects, and then for the benching, it's just a typical benching workstation. I'm putting for users, it can be a touchdown space or whatever it needs to be, whether it's where somebody works all the time or if they are just hoteling. I did add some fabric screens to dampen the noise between the stations. And then just a little storage I'm putting in here.
Lovely. It's already shaping up from what we had as a blank slate to actually you can almost sort of envision and see what this space might look like now. We still have about 2.5 minutes left to design, Stephanie. In that time, I want you to talk to us a little bit about what did you want to be when you grew up?
There's a few different things. When you're a kid, you're like, I'm going to be a doctor, I'm going to be a teacher. But when I was probably in middle school, I started designing my own clothes, and I really wanted to be a fashion designer.
Ooh,
So that's
cool.
kind of where my love for design started, I would say.
Did you get into like actually sewing and wearing your own clothes to school?
Absolutely, I did for sure.
I want to
actually
hear
even
about
made
I
my-
want to hear about a favorite piece that you made and wore.
Oh, well, I made my prom dresses and homecoming dresses. And I keep putting that on the wrong tab here. Sorry.
No problem.
So one of them, I got to go into the city. I grew up in the San Francisco area, and I went into the city and I went to a big store called Britex, and they have just a lot of beautiful fabrics on all the floors, and I picked out this really pretty polka dot kind of vintage tulle that I made this kind of retro dress with a big bow, and
Oh, that sounds great. Do you have pictures still?
Somewhere I have to,
Somewhere,
right? But it was
yeah,
in
right?
the age
There'd have to be
before
somewhere,
the
yeah.
digital age, so
I love that kind of your design story though started with designing, tangible, right? You were holding the fabrics, you were using a sewing needle, and now you've transitioned and you do a lot of your design work totally digitally. What does that feel like for you?
I miss the hands-on. I still to this day enjoy getting dirty. I'll get out my machine and sew with my kids if they'll take the time to hang out with mom. And but I love that I can do digital, because although I'm good at sewing and I'm good at visioning things, my sketching skills are very far behind a lot of people.
Sure. So this is a way for you to take what you have in your mind, right, and give it life so that other people can see it.
Correct. Yeah.
Lovely. All right, Steffanie, I'm going to ask you to try to get this to a rendering point here so we can see what this might look like in a full visual render. Well, looky there, Steffanie, what you were able to accomplish in a short amount of time. This is a rendering that you created of a collaborative office and benching area. Just to describe it a little bit for us to close out this short video.
Yeah, I used the Stylex free address banquette with some planters and a counter height bar behind it, and then created the Stylex dowel on casters that could be moved around so that you have more of a casual lounge collaborative space. In that space, there's the Memo furniture pennant table as well as the April stool. And then behind it, you see OFS Stacks benching system for 4 users. It's with the Genus Task chair, Stacks head, and I threw in just a few of OFS's new accessories.
Excellent. This really looks great, and I think it would be a good starting point to say, hey, someone, this is an example of where things could be. But obviously, it would be even more so. I'm sure when you're creating final renderings, they're even more pretty than this. But this is a lovely looking drawing, and also within it, we're able to see the shadowing and that sort of thing as well that you were able to add, which is nice. Any other thoughts in terms of CET and being a user of CET commercial interiors?
No, I'm grateful that the software's here for me to do my job efficiently, and I couldn't imagine doing it without CET.